There we go. Hopefully everyone can hear us on the audio there. We had a little issue with our audio stream as Carlisle just try and clear up at the back. Ball played forward and a foul on the Gateshead player. Right on the right-hand touchline, halfway inside the Carlisle half. In front of that magnificent away crowd. Well, the ball has been put down by Tyrell Newton. Gateshead have committed men forward on the edge of the box. And Newton raises his hand. In comes the delivery up towards Bakary, but headed away lovely by Hayden. And now Carlisle can try and break here as they drive forward with the ball. And it's ball just caught there as Elliot Edwards just catches Linney. A little bit late, referee doesn't get his cards out, just keeps it as a warning there. I heard Linney's screams from our commentary point. If anyone could let us know if the audio stream sound is coming through now, that would be very helpful. Apologies for that, everybody. I'm still learning to use our new streaming service that we've moved to. As the ball is back in play now, as Hayden plays it across the... Feeney plays it across the defence. Down the left-hand side as Carlisle try and get the ball as Edwards is making a nuisance of himself. Throw in on the far side, taken. Hayden dispossessed nearly by Pennant. Pennant does really well. This is a battling start from Gateshead. There's a nice turn from Gateshead on the far side to just marshal that ball back to Teenan Brooks. Brooks goes long with the ball. Pennant chasing, but headed away by Feeney. Ball drops, but in midfield, the visitors do get it under control, and McAdam can play the ball first time. There wasn't a runner, and that will go all the way through to Teenan Brooks, who quickly give it to Bakary. Bakary on loan from Cheltenham Town. Long clearance from Teenan Brooks as Adam gets the ball to Edwards on this left-hand side of the box. Comes to Chapman. Newton. Quickly closed down, but Newton just marshals the ball out to Ferguson. Ferguson has space to cross it in. He does. It's cleared only as far as Josh Home. Home fans scream to shoot. Still 0-0 if you want to just join us into the 5th minute, and Gateshead started okay. Ball down this left-hand side as Edwards just tries to marshal McAdams out the way, but he recovers, and McAdams can clear this ball into touch, and it's a throw to Gateshead on this left-hand side. Quickly taken, Bakary gives it to Newton. Bakary just gives it to Josh Home, back to Bakary. Bakary under pressure, gives the ball back to Teenan Brooks. Brooks puts the ball over the top, looking for the run of Adam, and he's got to the ball in front of the defender, holds it up. There was a man running through. Good feet from Adam. He's still going with the ball, crosses it into the centre. There's nobody there, but there's... Oh, Chapman nearly got over to it. Harper had to clear the ball, and Carlisle clear it. Linney lays it off, and on the far side, Carlisle can just slow it down here. Oh, and a poor ball nearly intercepted by Gateshead. There was a deflection as Gateshead win the loose ball again. Ferguson puts it inside to Adam. Adam plays it back out to Ferguson, left-hand side of the box. He threads it in. Oh, comes back. Cannot be offside. Cannot be offside. It hasn't been given. The flag went up. Gateshead stopped, and Gateshead still have the ball. The ball was passed to Pennant by a Carlisle player, but they're still in possession. Gateshead left-hand side. Ferguson sees the run of Home. Gateshead really playing with intent at the moment. Can they drive the ball forward? Crosses it in. It's too deep, and that'll bounce out for a goal kick. And, a little bit of confusion there from the assistant on the far side. The referee said play on, but there was a few static feet from both sides when the flag went up and the appeals were heard. Wow. If Gateshead play like this for 90 minutes, it'll be a marked improvement on what we've had in the last 2 months. But I'm sure Carlisle will get their moment with the ball, and dominate for a bit, as it always seems to be the way. Teams will get their chances, but Gateshead have started on the front foot. Bakary nods it over as Pennant chases Feeney down. Feeney clears the ball over his shoulder. Home nods it forward. It's going to drop in midfield though and put over the top by Carlisle, but Gateshead there again to clear the ball up to Bakary. Oh, nodded on by Pennant. Probably the shortest man on the pitch wins the header as Gateshead try and hustle for the ball that goes out for a throw-in to the visitors next to the corner flag. Gateshead fans in fine voice in the Tyne and Weir stand. They're enjoying the start that Gateshead have made. Still waiting for the throw to be taken by Carlisle. Straight to Kane Adam, but appeals for handball. Referee says no, and it's been cleared over the top. And Kent Richardson can just get back there, and Linney pulled Bakary down there. Bakary's appealing. Referee's not giving anything. Ball played forward though, and Chapman nodded it into the centre, and Feeney can clear it. But Gateshead will pick up the loose ball. Couldn't find it to a teammate. And Gilead on the ball. Under pressure though from Edwards. Well, Gateshead really trying to put the pressure on Carlisle in when they're in possession. As Ellis gives the ball to Williams. McAdam. And just try and play it across to the far side as Elliot Wheeler wins the ball. Does it stay in for him? It doesn't. It bounces out, and that's a throw on the halfway line to the visitors. 9 minutes gone. And it's still 0-0. Very direct, the visitors at the moment, over the top, looking for Regan Linney, and the offside flag is forthcoming. It's about 5 yards off there. Well, got to say the atmosphere is absolutely fantastic in the home end. Bakary sees the run of Adam. It's a great ball forward. If Adam can get in front of his man, Ellis does very well to get it back to Breeze. As Gateshead picking up all the loose balls at the moment as Ferguson just dispossessed, and now a ball forward towards Linney. Wasn't the greatest. And Gateshead can just mop up at the back. Try and build again as Bakary gives the ball to Newton, who's dropped deep to get involved. Ball over the top. There's gaping space down this left-hand side for Gateshead at the moment. They're trying to exploit it as Newton gets it back in the centre, leaves it for Bakary. Home, back to Bakary. Ball forward for Adam. Oh, he brings the ball down well. Can he find a teammate as he cuts inside himself? He's done it. Oh, tries to get past the man again. Just a little bit too much as Regan Linney nods the ball down well, or keeps the ball down well, should I say. And on the far side now, Jones can bring the ball forward out to Linney. Embleton's in the centre, and there's the underlap there. It's a good move, and Bakary is there to clear the ball. That's the first flash we've seen from Carlisle. Some nice fluid movement on the far side, but no communication at the back, and the ball goes out for a throw on the far side to Gateshead. Now, Elliot Wheeler on loan from Cambridge. Just is that was it Oxford? I can't remember which one it is. It's one of the two. I think it's Oxford. Apologies. Tina Brooks with the ball at his feet at the moment. Bakary. Ferguson puts a ball over the top. Feeney's there and he's let it bounce. Clears it. It's a decent clearance, but Ferguson's there battling. Tries to win the ball a second time, but Gilead does very well. Gets the ball out onto this right-hand side, and Embleton just couldn't get the afterburners on to get to that ball, and it goes out for another throw. And at the moment, Gateshead have started much the better. And they're putting in pressure, winning the second balls. Carlisle still yet to get a grip of the game, but I'm sure they will get their chances. There's a free kick given on home. Well, tried to take it quickly. Goes out. Well, it's going Going to take it now. Tiernan Brooks is saying he's going to take it. Well, hang on. It was a well, they'll give it as a throw-in now. So, very strange. Ferguson, just in front of the Gateshead dugout, launches it forward. Ball's up in the air. Gateshead pick it up in midfield though. Edwards just couldn't get round the Carlisle player, but he's still battling to get the ball over the top, and Bakary has time just to bring this ball down and control it. Newton sees a man on the far side of Chapman. Ball trying to keep it in, and he couldn't, and it goes out for a throw in front of the travelling fans on the far side. Carlisle just playing it back to Hayden, across to Feeney, as they bring the ball forward now. Ellis has got Williams in front of him, comes off Kane Adom, out for a throw between the dugouts. Feeney. Ball forward, over the top, looking for the run of Josh Williams. Too much on that, and out it goes for a goal kick. And Gateshead fans challenging Carlisle to a singing competition. At the moment, we haven't heard anything from the far side. Brooks with the goal kick. Goes long. Not much wind at the Gateshead International Stadium today. As Williams gets past his man, and a free kick given. He got the ball past, and then he had his shirt being held. Feeney plays the ball across to Hayden. At the moment, Gateshead battling to win the ball back, and have done. Ferguson plays the ball over the top, looking for the run of Kyle Pennant. Hayden was there with a crucial interception of the header. And Gateshead looking to get that ball moving quickly as the ball gets to Edwards. Edwards, as it goes down, the free kick hasn't been given. Referees said play it on. As now Chapman holds it up, tries to flick it through. The referee didn't even play an advantage. Said there was no foul. So Lenny battling on the far side. Embleton has the ball. He's on his toes on the far side, but no one spotted the run. Williams on this right-hand side comes to Ellis. Now comes over to Williams. Cuts inside with the ball. Now Carlisle can try and find a way into the boxes from the edge of the area. A shot born out of frustration, that one, I think. This goes out for a goal kick. Well, 15 minutes gone, about to go into the 16th minute, still 0-0, and Gateshead giving a good account of themselves against one of the teams in the playoffs. Brooks with the goal kick, launches it up over the halfway line. Won by Hayden, but the loose ball pinged forward. Home got the ball to Adom, back to Home. Didn't manage to thread it through. But Gateshead do pick up the loose ball in midfield again. This is much better from this Gateshead side, as Bakary being pulled by Embleton, and the free kick was eventually given. And just seeing frustrations from the Carlisle side at the moment. They haven't had much of the ball. Brooks is going to take the free kick. Gateshead have committed men forward. There's pushing and shoving going on up there. 25 yards out, all the defensive line. Up it comes though on the far side. Headed across. Bakary brings it down in the box. Right hand side of the box. Can he pull it back across? He can, but it's too close to the goalkeeper. Gateshead will have to be on defensive duty now as Carlisle try and break, and they're not seeing the runs of League and Rennie at the moment. And he cut a frustrated figure over there. That's 2 or 3 times now he could have been on his toes, but the ball wasn't forthcoming. As ball into the centre. McAdam, if he looks across the far side, Linney's there, but it comes to this near side and played forward. McAdam on the overlap, or the underlap even, is in the box with the ball, holding it up. Back to Josh Williams. Embleton, great tackle from Tyrell Newton. Gateshead showing a real committed performance so far. There's a ball played for Ellis to run onto, and the ball just goes straight out of play. Oh, well, it's been given as a goal kick. Corner even. Edwards must have got the touch. We're just starting to see a few of those runs coming from the midfielders, and Carlisle underlaps a few ghosting runs. Carlisle with the corner. 18 minutes gone, still 0-0. In it comes. It's a decent one, and it's been cleared away off the... It was a follow-up header that cleared that one. Gateshead player is back up onto his feet. Ball played forward down the line, but that goes out. Has it been pulled back, the referee? Yeah, for a head injury. So just double checking on Ferguson there. Well, the referee's having a word with Bakary at the moment. Don't know if he's on about the pushing and shoving in the free kick that came before that, before the corner before. Well, he's pulled it back or something over there. Drop ball for Gateshead. Thought it was for the head injury, but there must have been something else. Ball up towards Pennant, headed away by Hayden. Gateshead tried to pick up the ball in midfield, but Embleton was just too fast, and there's a little coming together there, but the referee says play on. And McAdam drives forward with the ball on the far side. Gateshead do manage to get it, and a foul on a Gateshead player over there. And free kick to Gateshead. Well, as a Gateshead fan, kind of dreaded going into this one, but from what we're seeing so far, Gateshead very competitive. Teenan Brooks, long kick. Hayden should win that one, no bother. He did. Home, up in the air. Edwards loses out that one. Will it fall to a Gateshead shirt? It does, as Pennant gets it over to Ferguson on this left-hand side. Adam runs down, holds the ball up. Feeney was sticking to him like glue. Good defending. There's now the ball played down as Embleton. Ball goes out for a throw to Carlisle. Home just managed to dispossess Embleton there. As Jack Ellis takes the throw in. Gets the ball back, plays it down the line to Williams. Good tussle there going on as Gateshead win the ball back, and Edwards pokes the ball over. Chapman puts it straight through. It's going to fall. Ellis, some good recovery play there, enough to get Edwards out of it, and Edwards is in some discomfort on the ground there, but they're on the attack on the far side. Offside flag goes up. Regan Linney was about 2 yards off, and all the fans on the far side celebrate, only for it to be wiped off. Well, it's getting tasty out there. Full competitive challenges. 21 minutes gone. 0-0 still here at Gateshead International Stadium. Teenan Brooks puts the ball over the top. Jack Ellis should win that header uncontested. He did. Loose ball picked up though by Gateshead. Couldn't find a teammate. And now Carlisle can build from the back. Jones on the far side. Plays it forward. McAdam. And Tyrell Newton just couldn't get the tackle to connect with the ball there as Linney on the far side driving with the ball, puts it across, and Bakary clears it behind for a corner. Well, just starting to see Carlisle ask a few more questions here. Corner on the far side. In it comes. Cleared by Gateshead. Chapman from the edge of the box. Ball up in the air. Gateshead win the header. And Feeney's there just to clear up from the halfway line, put it all the way back to his keeper. Feeney plays the ball to McAdam. McAdam out to Ellis. Josh Williams is there, turns. Can he get past his man? He couldn't. Gateshead just have to play the ball around to get themselves out from the back here as Bakari's ball forward, bounced in midfield. It didn't sit up kindly for the Carlisle player. And now, at the moment, Gateshead just dispossessed, and some of them balls forward aren't getting through for Gateshead. Carlisle on the ball now. Harper plays the ball back to Hayden. Feeney. McAdam looks to get that ball moving forward, and that's a clumsy tackle from Pennant. Just barged into the back of McAdam because he's about to release the ball. Free kick in front of the Gateshead dugout. Jack Ellis gets us underway. Hayden on the ball. Gives it to Feeney. Ellis on the ball, just has to cut back, give it back to Feeney. All the way back to Breeze. Across the defence now, and Hayden can bring this ball forward. Now, Gateshead trying to apply the pressure on in midfield. Carlisle still in possession now as Jones was on his toes, and the ball goes through the centre, and that's just going to go straight out for a goal kick. Just a little bit of hesitation from the Carlisle midfield to release that ball, as got runners a few times on the left-hand side that haven't been picked out. Well, there is a few subs warming up for both sides. I think that's more just to keep warm than anything else. Goal kick been taken. Feeney wins the header. Josh Williams holds it up. Managed to get it to ball forward, and Williams gets it back, and he's going to run down this right-hand side. He's got Ferguson for company as well as Edwards. He's trying to cut through and does lay it off to Embleton. Embleton, McAdam. Embleton now tries to get to it, and the ball tries to be kept in by Gateshead, and a corner to Carlisle, and he's starting to get a few corners now. "25 minutes gone, still 0-0. We'll be at the corner. In comes the delivery now towards the near post, and back-headed over and out for a goal kick. Well, the game slowed down a little bit. It was a very fast start from Gateshead. Still yet to really make the goalkeeper work, if at all. But possession-wise and picking up the second ball, a vast improvement from the Tynesiders. Ball forward from Tiernan Brooks. Pennant doesn't win the header, but it's going to fall to Wheeler on the far side, who got it forward. Headed clear by Hayden. Brought down by Linney. Linney backing into Gateshead defender and goes down. Referee doesn't give anything. Ball played forward as Hayden does well to nod the ball to Harper. Just a little bit scrappy at the minute, and the ball cleared by Carlisle. Newton does well to play that back. Bakary just has to sprint to get to it. At the moment, Tiernan Brooks, who's all in yellow this afternoon. Plays the ball out to Richardson on the far side. Back to Brooks. Brooks looks to play this one forward towards Adam. Adam beaten in the air, but Edwards couldn't quite get to the ball there in front of Williams. Josh Williams gets past Adam, driving forward. Embleton plays the ball back to Ellis. A crossfield ball from Ellis. And Elliot Wheeler has got to the ball. He's done very well to hold off another man there and give it back to Kenton Richardson. Home fans show their appreciation. Kenton puts a ball over the top looking for Chapman. The ball goes out of play for a throw on the far side. Now, Kenton Richardson on the ball. It's went all the way back to him from the throw. Macquarie. Ferguson plays the ball down the line. Nodded on by Adam. Oh, nice touch from Elliott to Pennon. Pennon puts it back across. Oh, and it's going to go across to the far side. Can it be kept in? It can't. And out it goes for a goal kick. Just while we've got a quick break in play, we'd like to say massive condolences and sympathies out to both Carlisle's Luke Armstrong and Gateshead's Alan Armstrong in losing the grandfather and father in the build-up to Christmas. And say we hope it's all doing well in the Armstrong family. But at the moment, Gateshead with Bakary on the ball. Ball forward up to Pennant. Hayden wins the header. Linney gets to the ball on the far side. It bounces. He nods the ball down. And now Carlisle can bring the ball forward on the far side. It's Jones. Linney lays it off. Embleton. Jones gets the ball. Linney's made himself into the centre now. There's the ball out on the far side. Can they get the delivery into the box? In it comes. It's cleared by Newton, out of play on the far side for a throw to Carlisle. Ball crossed into the box. It's a dangerous one, but Tiernan Brooks can just pull that one out of the air. His ball forward is just a little bit too quickly for his teammates, and that'll go all the way through to his opposite number, who has already got the ball out into play on the far side, and now Carlisle bring the ball forward. Jones on the left-hand side. Plays it into the centre. Embleton is looking for an outlet. And Carlisle just starting to get a bit more of the ball in and around the Gateshead box, but the communication and passing just wasn't there. And out it goes for a goal kick. And there is a Gateshead player down at the moment that needs treatment, as the physios do run onto the pitch at this moment in time. And just give you we've got a break and play. Goals from in and around the National League. Brackley 1, Forest Green 0, Braintree 0, Southend 0, Eastleigh 0, Woking 0, FC Halifax 0, Altrincham 0, 0-0 here, of course. Hartlepool 0, Scunthorpe 0. Not many goals around at the moment. It's 0-0 between Morecambe and Rochdale. Solihull Moors are making up for the goals. They're 2-1 to the good at home to Tamworth. It's 0-0 between Sutton and Aldershot. Truro 1 goal to the good against Yeovil in that Somerset derby. And also it is Wealdstone 0, Borehamwood 2, and 0-0 between York City and who else is it? Sorry, Wealdstone, I think it is. Boston United even, sorry. I was keeping an eye on what was happening on the pitch there. Both sets of players taking this moment in the break just to get some water on board and some instructions. Mark Hughes deep in conversation, as is Jacob Butterfield with the players in front of him. But it does look as though Chapman is walking, he's hobbling coming over. So I think Gateshead are going to be forced into a change here. And that is very apparent because the substitutes board is up. And it is going to be Kyle Hurst that is going to come on. The man on loan from Doncaster Rovers is going to be coming on the pitch now. And he'll replace Jacob Chapman, who has had Harry Chapman even. I keep saying Jacob Chapman. As Harry Chapman limps over towards the dugout here, and not the... But we are going to get back underway very soon. Chapman still making his way off the pitch at the moment, as Kyle Hurst will add a bit more pace to Gateshead's attack coming on, and it'll be like for like. He'll go over to that right hand side and drop into that position. 32 minutes gone, still 0-0 here at Gateshead International Stadium. Gateshead with a good start, but Carlisle have been growing into it as the game goes along. As Jacob Chapman gets a warm round of applause from the Tyne and Weir stand. There's a ball played forward. Headed down by Carlisle. Gateshead 2 are in possession. Ball over the top towards Edwards. Hayden was there to intercept. And Gateshead have the ball at the back now. Home. Wheeler. Forward towards... Gateshead do get the ball back. Just a little bit scrappy. Gateshead in possession through Bakary. Back to the keeper. Brooks gives the ball to Newton, who's dropped deep. Newton missed much of the first half of the season with injury. Nice to see him back. As Brooks gives the ball to Bakary. Gateshead just slowing it down somewhat here. Bakary gives the ball back to Brooks. Cross to Kenton Richardson, who can look to play the ball forward, looking for the run of Hurst, but couldn't get the ball past Harper, and Harper just lays the ball off. Back, and Jones on the far side. Good link up play from Carlisle as they drive forward with the ball. Lays it off to Linney. Linney tries to play in the centre. Embleton just dispossessed with ease from Bakary. And now Gateshead can try and bring this ball forward. There's a ball over the top for Cian Adom. The ball bounces for him, but he's still got a few players to get around. Is there a teammate there for him? And Adom goes for it and pulls it wide and at the near post. But Gateshead are finding space. And we've got an open game. 0-0, 34 minutes gone. Live here on DAZN. Hayden. Harper. Up towards Linney. Richardson wins the ball and gives it to Home, and Gateshead send the ball through the centre as Pennant latches onto the ball. He's on the right-hand side of the box. Hayden loses his footing and just does enough to put Pennant off, and the ball's being cleared as shirt pulling there. Offside flag goes up on Regan Linney, who you can never discount from a game. His record speaks for itself, whether it be at Altrincham or at Carlisle so far. He can sniff out the back of the net from anywhere. Gateshead have an opportunity to get men forward here. Brooks is going to take this one 5 yards inside his own half. Right-hand side of the pitch. Ball goes up. It's lofted towards the edge of the area, and Breeze does very well. He goes to launch the ball himself as Wheeler calmly nods it back to his keeper. And Tyrell Newton, covering a lot of grass today, is back to be the man as the outlet for Teenan Brooks. Okay, so just get themselves into position, take the time. Newton just walks with the ball, gives it back to Brooks on the edge of his area. Bakary. Oh, Bakery's just lost the ball to Embleton, and there's a shot, and there's the winner. Oh, not the winner, there's the first goal. An absolute calamity at the back. Bakary caught dawdling on the ball. Embleton gets on it one-on-one with the keeper and got it in the corner of the net. And Carlisle United have taken the lead here on 36 minutes. And well, you didn't see the goal coming from a mistake. Oh, well, calamity. But Carlisle will not be complaining. You take them when you can get them, and sometimes they're gifted. Well, that sent the Carlisle fans into raptures on the far side. Well, do Gateshead have a quick reply? Ball played forward from Kent Richardson. There's been a shirt pull there. The referee's seen it. Or a push, he's seen. Well, the dynamics of the game certainly lean in the favour of the visitors. Well, Gateshead have been very comfortable at the back there, and Embleton took a chance and come away with the ball and the goal. It's a nice finish from Carlisle's number 14. As Gabriel Breeze takes this free kick. Bakary wins the header, and I didn't actually see what that was given for there. Unless it was a shirt pull. But Bakary seemed to win. It seems to have happened off the ball, whatever it was. Not blessed from replays from our commentary vantage point. Embleton stands over the ball. It's an opportunity for Carlisle to make the goalkeeper work if they can get this ball in the sweet spot, get it in between the defence and the goalkeeper. Harper and Embleton stand over it. I think it is going to be Embleton that's going to line this one up. It is. And it's a decent one, and it's a cross, and oh, well. It's been kept in, though, by McAdam. And at the moment, Carlisle whip one into the box. Hayden with a free header. Great save down to his near post from Tiernan Brooks. But really, Hayden should have put that in the back of the net. If he had to put it back across goal, that would have been surely 2-0. Another corner to Carlisle. They're starting to rack these corners up now. They're making the goalkeeper and defence work more than what Gateshead did, even when they were having their better spell of possession. In comes the cross. Dangerous one, headed clear by Bakary on the edge of the area. Tipped down, tried to be passed forward, and Embleton was trying to get there, but Hurst, as Embleton smells blood, he's chasing every ball down at the minute and winning it. Ball played forward as Hurst just brings it down right next to his own corner flag. Plays it off the Carlisle player, doesn't go out into the centre. Bakary clears it, and at the moment, playing with a bit of confidence, the visitors. Pinning Gateshead back, and ball played forward. Here's the shot, another one. Oh, just bent it over the crossbar. And there's a Carlisle player down in some pain, and I think Tyrell Newton will get a yellow card here. He did catch the player as the ball was played. And, well, the referee has been quite good with talking here. And he seems to have done it again there. Some good refereeing. All too often you see the yellow cards coming out all the time. It's a competitive game. Both sets of players are lunging in for the ball. There's Bakary. He'll take a short goal kick here to Brooks. And Brooks plays the ball to Kent Richardson. As Wheeler was pushed in the back there. Free kick to Gateshead. Still down the ground. Bit of discomfort there from Elliot Wheeler. He's up. And if you are just joining us, it's Gateshead 0, Carlisle United 1. 41 minutes gone. We've had an injury to Jacob Chapman, so there will be a few minutes added on, you would think. At the end of the first half, as the ball comes through, Kane Adam holds the ball up well. Oh, he played it behind Ferguson, and he has to just chase it back and get it to Bakary. Bakary plays it forward, and that's going to be off. Oh, thought the offside flag might come up there on Adam, but wow. Edwards appeared to be wrestled to the ground. Referee says no. Ball out on his right-hand side, though, to Williams. He's got space. Can he get past Ferguson? He's dribbling towards him. Takes down the dead ball line and hits it off Ferguson. But he does get a second chance to hurt it in. And, well, I say Jones might have thought he had got that towards the back of the net. But it was a bit wide when he hit it. Goal kick Well, I did think Carlisle would get a foothold in the game. They've got the goal, and look at the dangers of the two sides at this moment in time. They can't get to compose themselves and get themselves back on the front foot. As Hayden knocks the ball forward. Home. Down to Edwards. Edwards, can he put this across to Adam? He can, and Adam chases the ball down. Gets it round Ellis. Good cross into the centre that needs someone attacking it. It falls to Home. This appeals to shoot into the legs of the Carlisle defenders, and it's going to be cleared in turn. And Bakary can nod it back up the pitch, but only as far as Williams. Williams, oh, well, that was a little bit unfortunate. The clearance hits off a player's face and still not cleared yet. It is now, though, as Embleton and Williams gets onto the loose ball. Right-hand side, driving with it, stops. Plays it inside to Embleton, and Gateshead do win it back, though. Can they move the ball fast as Hurst? Oh, that's a pull round the neck as the referee gives the ball forward. Pennant, edge of the area, goes for a shot and deflection. And that goes over the bar. But there was a definite pull on the neck there. The referee just having little words there. Wow. All happening. But there might have been a hand up, but it didn't interfere with it. The referee got it right. We're all too quick to give the referees a lot of abuse and stuff. You're right there.
So the alarms are going off because you don't plug that one.
Right. Oh, it's down there, isn't it? So I don't know what to do.
Is it in?
Yeah, they're in. Look, they're not going to do anything at half time. Sorry about this, everybody.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
So half time.
Yeah. So we're having an electrical problem with our neighbours. They're plugged into the wrong plug. So they'll have to try and sort that out for themselves. But there's a free kick to our visitors. Oh, well, we've been interrupted twice. We got interrupted by someone trying to steal a team sheet, and then electrical issues with the club, with the opposing commentary. As we have the ball about to be crossed in, though, by the visitors. In it comes. It's going to be plucked out the air, though, by Teenan Brooks, who wants to quickly get this ball moving as he launched it for Hurst. Hurst sees the bounce and keeps it under control, does very well. Newton driving with the ball is another off-the-ball collision for Gateshead there, and the referee is going to give a free kick now, but that's about the... Well, it's a head injury, so what, he didn't stop it initially, and he's pulled it back. Well, Gateshead players not exactly happy with how long it took for the call to be made there. But there is going to be a Gateshead player reprimanded here. I think Kent Richardson's having a word with the referee. It's been a couple of times there's been a pull or a hand on his shoulder. But it's a competitive game out there. You don't mind it if both teams are really trying. And so far, that's what we've got. But we have a player down at the moment, which isn't great for Gateshead. They've already lost one to injury at the moment. We have another one down on the pitch. He's going to get up onto his feet now, though. And he'll have to leave the pitch. That's Hurst, who came on. As he goes over, and there's going to be 3 minutes added on here. Hurst still makes his way over to the far side.
Additional time, 3 minutes.
Well, we are going to have the free kick now. Gateshead temporarily down to 10 men. Hurst is just peeling a little bit back here. Not Hurst, sorry, Ferguson. At the back of this, is this going to come round for a run from Ferguson? Round it comes towards Ferguson. He nods it down and been cleared by Carlisle. Wheeler Embleton, his touch wasn't the greatest, but he does make up for it. But they're still on the attack, the visitors, and they drive down the left-hand side. You've got Linney in the centre. The ball into there, and well, there was a wrestle there. And I tell you what, there could have been appeals for a penalty. If I was a Carlisle fan, I'd be a little bit aggrieved, I must admit. Both the linesman and the referee don't give anything. And certainly a talking point there. But at the moment, we're into time added on, about a minute and a half left. Gateshead 0, Carlisle United 1. Ball forward as Newton does very well to win the ball back. Gets it to Ferguson. Hurst is back on the pitch on the far side. Newton lays it off to Bakary. And home. Adams on his toes and he's onside. If the ball bounced nicely for him, it has. He needs some support though. He's all on his left-hand side by himself. Down the line to Ferguson. In the centre to Newton. Back to Ferguson. And we've got about 30 seconds left of the time added on. Home. Just poor pass. And that's going to allow Carlisle to get on the break here. McAdams drives through the centre. Plays the ball off for Linney on the far side. Just going to keep it in on the dead ball line. But Bakary's there. And he comes away with the ball on the far side. Plays it. Oh, it's a poor ball. And now Linney drives into the box. Goes for a shot. And didn't get any power or direction on it really. As Gateshead now, probably with the last kick of the first half, you would imagine. Brooks pumps the ball up. Pennant battling with big man around him. He's doing very well. Pennant to hold it off. Got it to Edwards. Edwards leaves the lead off to Adam. Adam goes for a curling shot straight into the chest of the keeper. And Gateshead really need to be making the goalkeeper work a little bit more, but there's positive signs. Just need to do it on a more consistent basis as Pennant tries to chase down the goalkeeper. And well, the stadium clock must be a little bit behind what the... Oh, Adam holds the ball up well. He's still got it. Gives it to Edwards, left-hand side. He's going to play it back to Ferguson. There is the half-time whistle. There's Carlisle going 1 goal to the good here. But Gateshead have been in it. There's a much improved performance, but they need to keep going in the second half. But the visitors, they'll not mind too much. They got their goal through a little bit of luck and perseverance. And maybe a bit of dawdling by the Gateshead defence. But nonetheless, it's Gateshead 0, Carlisle United 1. We're going to have a little half-time break here and we're going to sort out whatever the electrical issues are for the stadium. So we got interrupted earlier on. But we'll be back very soon with all the half-time results in about 10 minutes. And, of course, the second half commentary. Thank you very much for your company.
4, 2, 9, 6, 5.
Well, let's hope they can continue to do it. There wasn't many goals earlier on. Bratley's winning. Truro were beating Yeovil, so we could be bottom of the league, couldn't we?
Just to repeat once again, your 50-50 winning number 42965. Have some shout outs for you today. We have selected happy birthday wishes to Gary Stanger, Ross Black, and Michael Hood. Loyal Gateshead supporters, each one of them. And a happy birthday wish to Cara Hughes, one of our stewards here today. Celebrating today. Happy birthday, Cara.
Yeah. 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 Linney hasn't been in it. Linney hasn't been in it. Yeah. Newton's been good. Newton. Oh, yeah, no. Well, I think that's maybe they showed them the podcast. Maybe they showed them the podcast. Oh, I thought you should have been booked for that. Main Dewey's. I mean, credit to the referees letting things go, but the amount of aye, yeah. I'm gonna quickly nip to the toilet. I'm gonna quickly nip to the toilet. Hello? How's that on? Well, hello there, everybody. Very strange because There we go. Right. We are back, but we thought it was off. Apparently it was on. Rightio. We are going to be giving you the half-time scores. Rightio, everybody. This is the half-time scores in the National League as it stands. Brackley 1, Forest Green 0, Braintree 0, 10-man Southend 0, Eastleigh 0, Woking 0, FC Halifax 0, Altrincham 0, Gateshead 0, Carlisle 1, of course. It's 0-0 between Hartlepool and Scunthorpe. Rochdale are winning 1-0 away to Morecambe. Solihull Moors have got the goals for everybody today. It's 4-1 at home to Tamworth at the moment. 0-0 between Sutton and Aldershot. Truro, who are rock bottom of the league, are winning 1-0 at home to Yeovil. Borehamwood winning 2-0 away to Wealdstone, and York are 1-0 to the good at home to Boston United at half-time. So there we go. There are the scores, as I say, at this moment in time. But here is where it's all important. So we are hoping that we can see Gateshead come out fighting in the second half. As I'm saying, much improved. A silly mistake at the back, a little bit of dawdling let Embleton through to score. It was a good finish. She still had to put it away and beat the keeper. But that's what separates the two sides at the moment. And Gateshead will be looking to get themselves right into this one early doors in the second half. Can they trouble Gabriel Breeze in the Carlisle United goal? But as I say, the Carlisle defenders, they've been standing up to it. It's been a bit of a tussle so far. I'll expect more of the same in the second half. If you'd like to let us know where you're listening from in the world as well, please do. It'd be lovely to hear from you. And if you're watching on DAZN, you can message us on our YouTube audio stream and let us know where you're listening from. It's always a pleasure to see whereabouts on the map we've got people listening in from. And as I say, we've hope someone's lying on the beach somewhere, because it'd be a lot warmer than what it is here. Well, one of the Gateshead coaching staff is just placing down some cones for a warm-up when the players come on. Carlisle United substitutes and Gateshead substitutes just going through warm-ups and passing the ball just to keep warm out there. Of course, Gateshead already made one of their substitutions in the first half. Harry Chapman having to go off due to injury. Kyle Hurst coming on in his replacement. Well, I know I've said this many, many a time, but that's a fantastic away presence from Carlisle United. They really have turned up in their numbers. And at the moment, they'll be going home full of festive cheer. And more importantly, 3 points if it stays the way it is. Well, I certainly do hope you have had a nice Christmas, whether you're a Gateshead or a Carlisle United fan. And I hope that the man in the red suit was very kind to everybody. And more importantly, did man burn the turkey? Hopefully not. Or dad. Or grandma. But we are waiting for the teams to come back out here at Gateshead International Stadium. National League action live on DAZN. We hope that you are enjoying the coverage so far. Apologies for the interruption. I don't know if our audio listeners heard the interruption at the beginning as well for when someone tried to steal one of our team sheets. Boxing Day brings them all out. I'm guessing someone heard us say I was off to the bog. Well, he did turn the microphone off, but for some reason it didn't go off. There was no volume on it, so it shouldn't have worked, but here we are. You got to hear a little bit of inside baseball. Well, I've just heard the whistle in the tunnel below us. The teams have been summoned by the referee. It's time to get back out onto the pitch for the second half. And you won't miss a kick here with us live on DAZN, and of course our audio stream on the Heed Army Podcast Live. And while you're on there, please do hit like and subscribe. And of course, you can send us a message and let us know where you're from. Well, Carlisle are the first ones back out, led out by Morgan Feeney. does look like there is no change for the visitors. As the Carlisle players go through their warm-up onto the pitch, and Gateshead will be asking for more of the same. And will we see the introduction of one of the three former Gateshead players on the bench for Carlisle? Of course, Callum Whelan, Stephen Warren and Luke Armstrong. Josh Williams had a brief stint as well. But we are still awaiting Gateshead to come back out onto the pitch, ready for the second half. And when they do, we'll be ready to bring you the next 45 minutes of action. Well, you may have heard there in the background that the Gateshead are back out onto the pitch. Doesn't look as though there's any changes, bar the change that happened in the first half. Well, the referee is coming out in a lovely shade of purple. As both his assistants run over to check the goal nets. There was a time once when Gateshead took the lead here and the ball went out underneath the goal net and it was disallowed. If only they had checked them on that day. But here we are, ready for the second half. Gateshead 0, Carlisle United 1. The second half about to get underway here at Gateshead International Stadium, live on the zone. Richard Aspinall, the referee, very thorough there. And we're back underway. Crossfield ball looking for Williams on the far side. Bakary wins the header. Headed forward by Ellis. Ferguson clears the ball over the top. Feeney brings the ball down. His clearance only finds Edwards. Back to Bakary. Bakary gets the ball back from Brooks. Ferguson plays the ball down the line. As Pennant tries to get round Hayden. The ball goes out and the offside flag has come up on Pennant. Well, we've had a Carlisle fan has put in, Ryan Hogarth. I said, not sure if we've been good or we've been awful, other than that defensive error. Carlisle fan. I think I can't really comment on Carlisle because I don't see them week in, week out, but there's a marked improvements from Gateshead. Still be nice to make Gabriel Breeze work a little bit harder at the moment, but Bakary wins the ball up towards midfield and Gateshead do get it under control. Home looks to get it moving is now Tyrell Newton. Just slows it down and gives it back to Brooks. Ball forward from Brooks, looking for the run of Pennant through the centre. It's nodded on by Hayden now towards this right-hand side. For the visitors is Home, gets the ball to Newton. Newton quickly chips the ball forward to Elliot Wheeler, who nods it on. Hayden wins the header, but Newton brings it down. This is Pennant chasing down Hayden. He's clearing Tony as far as Wheeler. Back to Wheeler Hurst. Wheeler trying to get past his man. Holding that ball up on the line. Ball goes out of play off Wheeler. He can't believe it. And that is a throw in to the visitors. Linesman was a lot closer than the Tyne Weir stand, so we'll go with his decision, even though we have to. Ball launched up. Kent Richardson wins the header and out it goes for another throw to the visitors, this time halfway inside the Gateshead half. Sorry, the Carlisle half. Jacob Chapman comes out, obviously fully dressed after being substituted, and he's got a bit of a hobble in his walk. Well, just here on the far side, the Carlisle fans are in fine voice at the moment, but now they bring the ball forward. There's people making a run in the centre. Can they pick one out as Ellis lays it off? Embleton lays it, gets the ball back in the edge area. Good defensive play from Gateshead. Ball forward as Pennant loses out in the aerial battle and the physical one. Carlisle bring the ball forward. Harper out to Jones, looking for someone to show for him, and Jones has to carry it into the centre. Good pressure from Elliot Wheeler. But now Carlisle probe down the right-hand side. Williams drives with the ball, crosses it in. There's Bakary to clear it. Edwards just didn't get the header on it, and it falls to Carlisle as Feeney looks to put the crossfield ball in here. And Jones brings it down well, down to the dead ball line, and Kent Richardson's there to intercept and bring the ball away himself. Ball forward, and that's asking a lot of Kyle Pennant, but he's going to chase down. Can he get past Hayden? Hayden touches the ball, plays it back across to his keeper. Good defending from the big man, number 6. As we're 50 minutes into the game, Gateshead 0, Carlisle United 1. Embleton with a goal in the first half. As ball comes over now to Harper. Harper sees Linney running down the channel, picks him out. Kent Richardson with him, doesn't get past his man, and it goes out for a throw to Carlisle. Ball to Jones. Jones now has Harper on his left-hand side, who he uses. Back to Jones. Inside. Comes back to McAdam. McAdam drives forward with the ball. He's taking it across the pitch. Lays it off to Feeney, who drifts out to the right-hand side. Williams. Back to Feeney. Just inside his own half. And Hayden can bring this ball over to Harper. And Jones, under pressure from Tyrell Newton, plays the ball across to Feeney. Nothing silly from number 21 as Feeney brings the ball forward. Embleton he's going to drive through. It's still going at the moment. Ellis, his second shot in a block. Can he get through and off his line quickly? Tiernan Brooks, but Ellis was flying there. Ball was sticking to him like glue. Just thought he was going to get through for a shot off there. Brooks pumps the ball over the top, looking for the run of Pennant. Pennant chasing down with Harper. Harper is going to try and muscle to see this one out and does very well. Great defending from number 3, Cameron Harper. Gabriel Breeze. Places the ball down, takes it short to Hayden. Hayden out to Harper on his left-hand side. Inside now is McAdams. It's across to Gadeed. Back to Feeney. Embleton dropped deep at the moment. Embleton plays the ball back to Hayden. He can turn and he's got space to bring the ball forward. Lays it off to Jones. Jones, if he looks up, Harper's on this left-hand side, who he uses now. Great underlap. You see the underlap run there, but the ball was put out of play. Still Carlisle though. McAdam with the ball on the halfway line. Feeney brings the ball down nicely and can carry it forward. St. Gateshead sit a little bit deeper here at the moment. As ball comes over to Jones on this left-hand side, just in front of the Carlisle dugout. Near the far side, the fans are starting to get a bit noisier, the Carlisle fans. There's the ball now with McAdam in the centre circle, brings it forward. He takes it out towards the right-hand side, though. Embleton. Williams was trying to show for him. He does get the ball now on that right-hand side. Ellis turns, lays it off. McAdam drives into the box. Has to turn round, though, and lay it off. Out to Williams. Can he get the delivery in? Crosses it. Deflection goes out for a corner. And just starting to see a bit of good possession from the away side. And that has silenced the home fans here at the moment. Well, Gates a player down at the minute. He's just going to get up. It is Tyrell Newton. And we have a corner on the far side to the visitors. Tyrell Newton is moving now. In comes the delivery. Brooks comes out, quickly gets it. Can he send this away for a teammate to run onto? As Adam, and that's just too much on it all the way through to Gabriel Breeze. A fantastic kick. Just too much on it. There's Carlisle now. Look to get this ball moving again. As Feeney gives it to Embleton, who drops, turns, and runs with the ball, lays it out to Ellis. And passing it around on that right-hand side at the moment, and that's a poor ball forward and out for a throw to Gateshead. Well, 55 minutes gone, still Gateshead 0, Carlisle 1. Ferguson with throw, nodded on by Adam. And the ball goes out for another throw to Gateshead, this time inside the Carlisle half. Ball forward. Galeed can put that ball over the top to try and send Regan Linney away. And Kenton Richardson was there to put it out as he shouts at his teammates. Harper receives the ball from the throw back to Hayden. Launches the ball out to that right-hand side, but too close to the keeper in the box. Oh, the temperature is dropping here on Tyneside. There's the ball forward. Nodded away by Carlisle, but McAdams can clear the ball back up into the air. Ferguson wins the header. Edwards brings it down and pumps it back to Tina Brooks, who dealt with it well. Long ball looking for Gator to try and break, but been dealt with by Carlisle. Need to pick up the second ball. Linney brings the ball down, holds it up well, brings McAdams into it, and McAdams sends it across to Williams on the far side. He's got Embleton in the centre. He's driving with the ball, still going out, and he's, great save at his near post. Williams went for it himself and made the keeper put it behind. Another corner. Gateshead have a few players going through a more vigorous warm-up now. There's Frank Newbley. Warms up down the touchline. That's just Max Melbourne, I think it is, down there. The wind just starting to get up now. Just felt the breeze here in the Tyne-and-Wear stand. Not in any hurry. Now we're going to get the delivery. And it comes. Oh, it's headed clear, brave header. And now Gateshead, Pennant. Can he open up? He's got a man with him there. Referee isn't going to give a foul for that. And that was good defending from Jones. Got back, outmuscled his man and come away with the ball as Pennant just throwing himself about at the moment. Bakary wins the header. As McAdam comes through. He's a big unit. The ball comes through to Edwards. Edwards gets the ball to Adam. Adam's on this right-hand side at the moment. Tries to pick the ball through and, couldn't get it to a teammate. Edwards wins the ball, but only finds Ellis, and Ellis brings the ball forward. Ellis looks up. There's Williams on the right-hand touchline, who he uses. Luke Armstrong makes his way back to the bench. Is he going to be coming on soon? It does look like he is getting stripped and ready for action as the ball comes into the box. Caught by Brooks, and Elliot Wheeler brings the ball forward, and it's not going to bounce out of play. It does, and that is a Gateshead throw. And it does look as if we are going to see Luke Armstrong come on very, very soon. Of course, son of the Gateshead manager, former Gateshead player himself. We know what threat he will bring to the Carlisle forward line as Gateshead is playing around at the back as Williams. Home he got out of trouble there. He's complaining, but he was the one with the ball under his feet. Ball played forward though by Richardson. Pennant chases down Harper's there, as does well to keep his man. Well, a corner's being given. Harper's complained about it, but the linesman was adamant, and we are going to see Luke Armstrong come on for Jordan Jones. Well, his first bit of action is to help defend this corner on Luke Armstrong. Half an hour remaining here at Gateshead International Stadium. Gateshead trailed by a 1-0. Newton stands over the corner. Gateshead need to make these opportunities pay. In comes the delivery. Hayden was up in the air, headed on again. Carlisle just clearing their lines a little bit better. There we go, cleared again, but Kent Richardson brings it down. Oh no, he just couldn't get it away, and a ball set away as the ball's too close to Brooks as he comes out his area because Josh Williams was absolutely sprinting there. Gateshead send it long looking for Pennant. Pennant judged to have pushed Harper, and well, we've had a physical game all afternoon, and that's probably the weakest free kick we've seen. But you can't place hands on a shirt or on a back. Breeze places the ball down. Hayden in a lot of conversation with him. Referee wants the free kick taken. As headed on again, but only as far as Harper. Harper plays it back to Feeney, and Feeney under pressure will just play that back to Gabriel Breeze. There's two defenders there giving him options. It's good stuff that from Hayden. Gateshead putting the pressure on though. Can they get this ball out of Carlisle's grasp? And it falls to Bakary now. Ball over the top looking for the run of Hurst. Hurst chases down Harper's there. He's had a busy second half so far, Harper, and he does well to keep that ball from going out for a corner. And it's a goal kick to Carlisle. Well, Breeze just takes his time here to this ball down, kicked it out to Hayden. Harper pings the ball forward. Kent Richardson nods it up. Bounces. McAdam gets it to Harper and Hayden. And Hayden, just no nonsense, up in the air clearance. And Embleton battling there in midfield. It's ball cleared off McAdam there, and Kent Richardson tries to nod it down, and Luke Armstrong just dodges tackles and gets it to Williams on the far side. And Bakary does really well, but Linney's in acres of space. I didn't see him there on this left-hand side, but Gateshead do clear the ball. I just wonder, might they bring the big man Frank Newbley on to try and force the aerial battle on the Carlisle defence. As the ball comes across to Linney, cleared by Elliot Wheeler. Oh, the ball just bounces over Hurst's head. Now Linney has it. Left-hand side up against Elliot Wheeler. Drives down, plays it into the centre. Gateshead clear it. Only as far as Harper. Now Linney. Back to Harper. It's all on the left-hand side at the moment. As ball comes across to Feeney in the centre circle. And Hayden dances past one tackle. Manages to get dispossessed. And Gateshead on the attack now. Can they thread the ball through? That's asking a little bit much of Edwards. He's going to chase down though. Feeney plays it back to Breeze. And Breeze clears the ball up towards the halfway line. As Embleton being pulled down by Hurst. The arm was on the back of the shirt. As Armstrong went down in the melee. Well, as a full-blooded player, Luke Armstrong. Earlier this season, I did see pictures of the battle-scarred face. I think he scored a hat-trick in that game. He'll put himself in there to win the ball no matter what. And who doesn't love a forward like that? Just over 25 minutes remain. Carlisle still leading by 1-0 if you're just joining us. Hayden pumped the ball forward. Bakary wins the header forward, but picked up by a blue shirt as Williams has it. Ellis plays down the line. McAdams is back there to help. Feeney across to Hayden. And at the moment, Carlisle just comfortable on the ball at the moment. Gateshead yet to really land a blow in the last few minutes. There's a ball forward now as Pennant will chase down, but Feeney had all the time in the world to pass that back. Ball back to Breeze. At the moment, Carlisle keeping possession, ball over the top, looking for the run of Armstrong. Richardson done very well just to stab that ball away from him. Gateshead can clear the ball through Ferguson. As Feeney nods the ball clear. It's going to fall in midfield though. There's free kick given. Newton just brought down from behind. More of a clumsy push than anything else. Well, Frank Newbley is stripped and ready to go, as is Will Flint. Oh, we'll see who makes way. Well, Newton is coming off for Flint. So that's going to be like for like. And Flint will go into midfield. And Frank Newbley will go up top, but which of the forward line will he replace? We're waiting for the fourth official, who is Stephen Rushworth. Well, Edwards is coming off. They're keeping all the forward men. Gateshead going very attacking. Apologies if we had an audio dip.
With a substitution for Gateshead.
Well, they've got a free kick inside their own half, an opportunity to get the ball up towards Frank Newbley. Well, Newbley being held, but the ball comes across to this far side. It's been kept in by Ferguson. Ferguson picks out Bakary. Down dead ball lane, pulls it across. The ball's deep, very deep. Hurst will be able to get there. Brings the ball down well. Can he get the ball in the box? He chips it into the middle or goes towards Gateshead player, but now they're on the break. That's a lovely touch from Linney, but Elliot Wheeler was there just to mop up. Gateshead now look to get the ball moving forward. 78 minutes gone. Gateshead 0, Carlisle 1. Now, There's a few fans on the far side with their lights on their torches trying to get noticed on the TV. There's only one now. Gateshead throwing on the far side. It's the ball now. Out for another throw. Flint, his first few touches, holds as ball goes out of play to throw to the visitors. Ball played forward by Carlisle. Bakary wins the header. Williams gives the ball to Linney. Linney finds space for his touch. Got himself into on this left-hand side of the box. He's still twisting and turning. Lays it off to McAdam. McAdam puts it in there. Cleared by Bakary. The second ball is going to be won by Hayden, but a ball over the top. Frank Newbley wins the header, and he's going to try and chase onto it himself. He's putting Feeney under pressure, and they managed to clear the ball up to Josh William. Well, to throw into the visitors on the far side. I just feel this game's got something else left in it. Which side's it for? Throw taken as Armstrong couldn't keep it, but they do keep possession on the far side. Khalid plays it inside, and Williams does very well. Still got the ball, Williams. It's sticking to his feet like glue at the moment. And now McAdam plays it across to Linney on the corner of the box. Linney up against Elliot Wheeler and cuts inside and appeals. He's given the penalty. Wow. Well, the ball stopped dead and so did the player. And the referee has given the penalty. Hard to see without a replay if the referee got it right or wrong. There's protests from the Gateshead bench. Of course, there would naturally be. But that one does feel like it might have been a little bit soft, but we're not close. The referee was. And Kent Richardson talking to there. Well, we're seeing a little bit of tactics into the Gateshead goalkeeper. It looks like Linney prefers putting it towards his left, goalkeeper's right. That's the signal that's being given to Teenan Brooks. Will that be the case? Regan Linney takes a few steps back. Referee blows his whistle. Linney steps forward and he put it straight down the centre. And I said there was something else in this game, and there it was, a penalty decision. And Gateshead, well, a mountain to climb now with 20 minutes remaining. Do they have it in them to claw something out of this game? But Carlisle United have got themselves a 2-goal cushion. It will be interesting to see the replay of the penalty incident. Initial first thoughts didn't look to be, but the referee was right on top of it. So a much better view than what we do from the commentary area. Well, best part of 20 minutes of time added on here and a little bit more for Gateshead to try and get themselves back in this game. Back underway as Kent Richardson pings the ball out towards that left-hand side. Flint pokes the ball over the top, looking for the run to get to the attackers as ball cleared out, the touch on the far side. And it looks like there is going to be another substitution for one of the teams here. The fourth official does have the board, but we have a throw on the far side to Gateshead. Gateshead do play it back to Bakary, just on the halfway line. Back to Richardson, who takes a touch and brings it forward. As now the ball comes out to Elliot Wheeler. Richardson crosses the ball in there and no one challenging. Cleared. We are going to see former Gateshead man Callum Whelan come on. As he's stripped and ready for action. As Kent Richardson takes a touch, brings the ball forward, sees a runner. Pennant just has to battle to keep a hold of the ball, gets it to Flint. Flint wouldn't, first it wouldn't sit up for him that well. Adam twisting and turning, crosses the ball in there. Frank couldn't get off the ground and headed away by Feeney. And at the moment, Adam just pokes it towards Ferguson. Back to Adam on the edge of the box, and there was a the ball was not won. The player went down, but the referee said play on, and Linney is on this far side and he gets the space. The ball didn't get to him, and now Gateshead can try and bring the ball forward themselves as Kent Richardson finds himself in the midfield area. Dinks the ball forward looking for Elliot Wheeler. He'll get the ball under control. He needs some people in the box though to help him. Gateshead players aren't exactly busting the gut to get there, as Wheeler has to hold it up. Richardson. Flint back to Bakary. 75 minutes gone. Gateshead 0, Carlisle 2. Embleton and Linney from the penalty spot with the second. As Gateshead look to probe, play the ball forward. Pennant brings it down in the box, and he just couldn't get underneath his feet, and his shot wasn't troubling anybody. And we are going to see the return of Callum Whelan. Left Gateshead last January 1st, or 2nd even, for Carlisle United. As he's replacing the first goal scorer, Embleton.
Substitution for Carlisle United.
As Callum Whelan makes his return to Gateshead International Stadium in the colours of Carlisle United.
Leaving the pitch, number 14, Elliot Embleton, being replaced by number 8, Callum Whelan.
Well, we've already had one former Gateshead midfielder score from the halfway line this season. Let's hope Callum Whelan doesn't have a sting in his tail as well. As Bakary, injured forward, wins the header, but it bounces out to the far side as Adam goes over there to mop up, gets it back to Ferguson. Ferguson puts it down the line. Feeney heads it up towards the halfway line. Whelan gets his first touch. He's going to try and send this ball away, looking for Linney, and it's a great ball through, and Linney tried to put the ball across for somebody else as Elliot Wheeler drives with the ball now. He's wanting runners, he's wanting people to make a space. He gets the ball back now though. Ball up towards Frank Newbley. Not at all, and the ball wasn't the greatest clearance, and Pennant, can he get to the ball? He can't even lay it off. Hurst! Oh, it hits the bar! Underside of the bar. Oh, when it's not going your way, it's not going your way. And Pennant with a loose ball home. Bakary in the centre. He's going to go for a shot himself, and well, not too far away. And well, the Carlisle United keeper is going down with an injury. You always wonder, sometimes are injuries tactical when a team just starts to get a little bit of possession. The dark arts, he's back up onto his feet, he's all right. And that limp disappeared after 4 steps. Well, it's going to be okay to take a goal kick here. Well, our stadium announcer, he's on the goal line from his area. He said thought it went in, but you never know as the ball just evaded both defender and attacker there. They didn't know where it was. Carlisle can pass that ball forward, looking for the run of Williams. Ferguson wins the header. It's been brought down by Adam. Brings the ball forward. He's still going. On the far side, Hurst cuts in. Tries to play it into the centre. Oh, Pennant brings it down. Can he lay it off? He's still got the ball, Pennant, in the area. He's up against a few players. He needs to pull that back across and he wins a corner. Well, Gateshead have rattled the crossbar. Some suspicions across the line by our stadium announcer. He's saying it definitely went in. Lampard again, referring to that goal in the World Cup, or the goal that wasn't, should I say. But Gateshead have an opportunity from a corner on the far side. In comes the delivery. It's all hustle and bustle in the box, and the ball comes off a Gateshead player and out for a goal kick. Well, Gabriel Breeze just gathers the ball, takes his time, takes it across the other side of his box. Now he takes his goal kick. It's a powerful kick, really powerful. Bakary wins the header. Kick forward, Linney, if it's going to bounce for him in space, but nice stuff from Kent Richardson. Wins it again as well, but it's going to fall to Armstrong. He pokes it and gets it back out to Williams on the far side. Just slows it down. Ellis puts a ball in there. It's lofted. It's cleared, and it's going to fall to Harper, who will bring Linney into play on this left-hand side. And Linney just gets it under control. Callum Whelan, he's got space. Back to Linney. Back to Whelan on the corner of the box at the moment. Linney's going to try and take it down to the dead ball lane, crosses it in, and gets a corner for his efforts. Well, Carlisle just not in any hurry to take the corner. They're 2-0 to the good. We've got 10 minutes remain. We wait the corner from Carlisle. In it comes. It's a decent one. And it's nodded over the bar by the captain there. And bounced in the box.
Just to re-announce the 50-50 winning number, 42965. Your prize money awaits you in room 7. Please ask the student which room that is. Once again, your winning number, 42965.
Tina Brooks. Long kick. Aerial battle. Flint wins it. Nods it down to Home, but Home has to battle with McAdam. Plays the ball forward. Newbley holds it up to Pennant, and Pennant now just cuts inside, dispossessed, but it falls to Home. Home across to Ferguson. Out wide. Adam drives with the ball. He's still going left-hand side. Can he cut in and get across into the box? Cuts back on himself. Turns his man again. Still going. A lot of trickery. Wins a corner, though. Well, it's a very compacted 6-yard area there. In it comes. It's a close one, headed away, and there's been a foul in there. Referees give a goal kick, a free kick even. We'll get my words out. Well, as time ticks away, so does the time for chances for Gateshead. And will that rattle of the crossbar have been the closest we'll come? You'd hope not, for a Carlisle perspective. In line, should I say, to keep a clean sheet. The ball goes out of play for a throw into Gateshead on the halfway line. Quickly taken. Bakary. Gives the ball to Richardson. Back to Bakary. Gateshead committing a lot of men forward on that. On the shoulders of the attackers as the ball goes over the top. Elliot Wheeler chases down, as does. He just couldn't keep it in. Goes out for a goal kick. Shows his frustrations by slapping the ground. But if there is any Carlisle fans watching, I'll say, if any of your friends or family are here, you got to say that's a magnificent away support. And they're enjoying their day out on Tyneside. Hopefully they all have a safe trip back to Cumbria. But can Gateshead in the last 7 minutes plus stoppages make them worry? Do they have a goal in them or two? There's a ball played down the line as Bakary is there. Armstrong's trying to make life difficult and gives away a free kick. Quickly taken. Brooks takes the ball to the edge of his area. Now he's going to launch this one up towards... didn't find towards any Gateshead player, to be honest, as Whelan brings the ball down. Ball played forward. Given to Richardson. Wheeler plays the ball forward for Pennant to chase onto. And Hayden Cameron... get the name right. Aaron Hayden was absolutely dominant there at the back. It's a fantastic game. Whelan has got time and space to turn to pick out a pass. It always feels weird to see a former player in different colours. As Gateshead win a throw in on the far side. Bakary, inside his own half, gives it to Richardson. Looks up. Elliot Wheeler's in time and space. Can the ball come to him though? The delivery wasn't the greatest. And Harper, ball does go out of play. Home was trying to keep it in. We are going to see another substitution from the visitors. It's going to be Bevis Mugabai. He's a big lad, number 26. And the Carlisle player has went off on the far side. I think it's Ellis has went off. So it looks like Feeney is going to the right-hand side of the defence.
Substitution for Carlisle United, leaving the pitch, number 18, Jack Ellis, being replaced by number 26.
Had a good game, Jack Ellis. Been very dangerous down that right-hand side, linking up well with Josh Williams. Makes a long walk around the pitch. Ball played forward though. Visitors pick it up in midfield and try and get this ball moving. Hayden under pressure, does well, gets it to Harper. Played it down the line, comes off Pennant. Just over 3 minutes remain of normal time. Hayden just removed his gloves for that throw. Richardson's clearance goes higher than it does far up the pitch. Gateshead battling for the ball, but it falls to Williams. Feeney finds Williams again. Look at him. It goes all the way back to Feeney. Very calm and composed at the moment. Carlisle in possession. Mugabai plays it over to Cameron. Whelan gives the ball back to Hayden. Don't know why I've been calling him Cameron. Apologies, everybody. As all Hurst chases through, but Gabriel Breeze, edge of his area. Easy for him to scoop up. Kicks the ball from the edge of his area. Oh, and the ball's gets through. And Wheeler couldn't get his clearance away as Linney sends the ball out to Williams on the far side. Carlisle got options in the box as Williams goes forward, cuts inside, lays it off. McAdam. Whelan got time. He's going to go for a shot and does, and a good save. But there's Armstrong to put it home, and there is the third. Well, Gateshead just couldn't live with Callum Whelan on the edge of the box. Managed to get his shot away after he lined himself up a couple of times. A good save, but there was Luke Armstrong, and doing what Luke Armstrong does, he finished at the back post. And it's 3-0 to Carlisle here. And we're seeing a lot of Gateshead fans leaving the pit, leaving the stand at the moment. And a little bit of unrest from Gateshead fans here at the moment. Well, cries for sacked in the morning come from the back of the Tyne Weir stand as Gateshead continue their poor form at the moment. There was a lot of positives earlier on in the game, but as the game has went on, Carlisle showed their class and composure and finished the job off really well. And Gateshead, the questions still are asked, why can't they get in amongst teams? Well, as now Pennant has the ball, gives it to Elliot Wheeler, who tried to thread it through, and it hasn't went out, but he wins the ball back. He's done well against Harper. Does not give up this afternoon. Gateshead's number 4 holds the ball off Kent Richardson. Can he get the ball into the box? It's coming off, and Adam just beaten to the ball and fouls Luke Armstrong in the process, trying to win the ball back. And we've got 10 seconds remaining here of normal time. The 4th official has the ball. There's going to be 5 minutes added on here at the end.
Still to be corrected. 4-2-9-6-5.
Well, the festive period continues for Carlisle United. They'll be very happy. They've got, looks like what is a 3-0 victory here on Tyneside and got themselves 3 valuable points. And Gateshead, well, they're still searching for 3 valuable points as now Eric Wheeler brings the ball forward. Ball over the top for Pennant. Pennant controls it. Up against Harper. Places it into the centre. The ball doesn't get through. As Linney brings the ball down on the halfway line and chips the ball over for Armstrong, but intercepted, should I say, by Ferguson. Well, ball now. Home makes a run forward, holds it in the dead ball line, far side. There's the ball now, edge of the area. Newbley tries to roll it back, but intercepted by Carlisle. Linney to Whelan via Armstrong, comes over now to Harper. Linney peels himself over here. He's always available when needed. And he holds the ball up well. Plays the ball back down the line. Inside to Whelan. Now, Carlisle United just passing it around for fun at the moment. Seeing the game out professionally. McAdam has been fantastic in the middle for the visitors. Well, if I was going to pick a man of the match, I'd probably give it to Elliot Wheeler. Never give up this afternoon. Ball now That's for a Gateshead one, of course. Whelan pings the ball to Regan Linney. Ball kept in by Bakary. Peels from Carlisle, but ball played across to Ferguson. Takes a touch, brings it forward. Far side, Adam trying to create something, driving with the ball. Can he get the cross in? Goes behind for a corner. And Adam is in some discomfort. He's waving his hands on the far side. And I think we might have another injury here. Yeah, he's in some discomfort, Kane Adam, on the far side. And that's something Gateshead don't need, is another injury at this moment in time. Truro have won 1-0 and they will be 1 point behind Gateshead this evening. Well, Adam still receiving treatment over there on the touchline. Didn't look good when he was signalling straight away. He was in some discomfort. Let's hope it was just one of those ones that stings. He's back up. Gingerly. Well, he's really hobbling. Kane Adam. It's not a good sign. We're going forward. Looks like it's all going to make a Carlisle 3-0 to the good. In the dying moments as one comes in, punch clear by Breeze, and Carlisle can break now. So they bring the ball forward. Regan Linney. Oh, dances past one man. He's got Williams on the far side. Oh, he couldn't thread the ball through. Well, for a second there, I thought Carlisle were going to make it 4. Callum Bowen is stripped and ready to come on for the final few seconds, even if the ball goes out of play. Armstrong holds the ball up, plays it back. At the moment, Carlisle passing the ball around. Gateshead unable to make their substitution to get it back to 11 versus 11. As Armstrong chases the ball, but Richardson gets back and plays it to Newbley. Turns his man, but there's another man there to clear it. And Bakary. Elliot Wheeler does not give up, clears the ball up towards Newbley, who nods it down to Pennant. Pennant couldn't control the ball, dispossessed. At the moment, the away fans are going to enjoy their trip home back to Cumbria with what looks like a clean sheet, 3 points and 3 goals. Well, home crowd show their displeasure at yet another defeat here at Gateshead International Stadium, but you've got to give credit where credit's due. Carlisle kept plugging away, got their goals, and they've come away with a clean sheet and the 3 points. Thank you very much for everyone that has joined us this afternoon, whether it's live on the Zone or the Heat Army podcast. It's been an awful afternoon for Gateshead, but a good one for Carlisle. Enjoy the rest of the festive period, everybody, and we will be back for the next home game.